Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our weekly wellness education series. I am Stephanie Hilgendorf, your Diamond Wellness Advocate, and today we are going to be talking about our sun line, which it's starting to get sunny out here in Michigan. I know in some parts of the country it's already quite sunny and warm, but Mother Nature has been having her, mood swings back and forth, and even though it's really cold today, it's very, very sunny. And so I thought it was kind of appropriate with summer right around the corner to talk about our sunline, especially since it was just re-released. But just so you know as well, we also have lavender is our product of the month. So if you order 125 by the 15th of the month, you get a free small bottle of lavender, which is great. I use it for everything. Like it's a Swiss Army knife of the oils. I have it in my kitchen. I use it on my burns when I burn my fingers getting things out of the oven. Use it for any like blemishes or any bumps or bruises or cuts or scrapes or anything like that. Lavender is just great for all around everything. It's all things calming, all things relaxing. It's one of the main ingredients in our Serenity blends. It's in our adaptive. So lavender is great. Um, and then we also have a couple of really cool things. We have our limited time offer skincare for the Moringa Rose and the Hydrosol Mist. We talked about that last week, as well as we have a Mother's Day trio that I'll show you as well, that's still available. So let's go ahead and get started. I will go ahead and share my screen. All you do is you go to doTERRA.com, you log in to your account, and it has the information right here about the Hydrosol Mist and the Moringa Rose. And then we have the trio of Shine, Beautiful, and Whisper. They're great for like little mini on the go perfumes, which are fantastic. What I like to do to find out what our promotions are or to shop a certain item, you can hover over this shop button right here and you can go down and see all of the different things here. Like there's the sun care, or you can just click on shop and then scroll down past your loyalty order to this carousel right here. This carousel right here, you will have the option of just kind of scrolling through to see all the different topics. Our sunscreen is right here. Our promotions are right here. So if you click on, promotions, you'll have just what we talked about. It has a little April highlights. We have the Timeless Trio, the Rose Duo, Lavender, our doTERRA Sun, and then a special promotion that is you're going to want to know about as well. So we have our lavender right here. Again, if you wanted information, you can go ahead and learn about lavender there. Then you have your timeless essence, our timeless trio. That's great for Mother's Day. Get it while supplies last. Get it for your mom. The Rose Duo. Here comes the sun. You can go ahead and click on the buy now and it'll take you to where we're going to go next. But this I wanted to highlight really quick. For anybody that you know that may want to get started with products, started with oils, or they haven't ordered in a really long time, if they enroll with an order of at least $250, they're going to receive 20% off their entire order. So $250, take 20% off of that. That's pretty cool. That's a really awesome deal. So if you know anybody who's wanting to get started, or you've been buying product for people for a long time, but they want to get their own account now, this is a great way to get people started. So 20% off of their enrollment order. Plus, by you sending your link to them, your share link with them, you get credit for that as well. You get some money in the mail or some doTERRA product. So again, we're going to go ahead and click on shop. We're going to go back to where we were, down to this carousel and over to the doTERRA sunscreen. So you click on the sunscreen. We're going to talk about each one of these items here. We're going to highlight the Restorative Body Mist last because it's my absolutely favorite. We're going to save it for the last because it's the best. As you can see also, all on these little bubbles right above, FSA, HSA eligible. These are all FSA, HSA eligible. All you need to do, you can't use your card to actually pay for it on doTERRA's site, but you can submit for reimbursement after the fact. Um, you just need a letter of intent from a doctor or letter of necessity from a doctor. If they ask for it, you just have to make sure you go to your doctor, say, hey, I need sunscreen. It's one of those things that is you're available to use on your FSA, HSA, and so you just submit for reimbursement. Some items like the supplements and things, you'll definitely need that letter of necessity. But some items like this, because sunscreen is normally a thing that is covered, you shouldn't need that letter. You should just be able to submit that receipt for reimbursement to get that back. But what better way to use your FSA and HSA funds for on products that are natural and good for you, as opposed to the stuff that they have out there that is extremely toxic. So, the mineral sunscreen spray. So, this is a spray that has the sunscreen. It is not going to be that fine mist that you have like some of these, but that's like extra chemicals in there that makes it break down to make it a nice, even. That's not what this is. It's got the non-nano zinc oxide. The non-nano is important, meaning the nano can get into your bloodstream, and the non-nano kind of sits on the outside to make sure that it is that barrier. But this, you will spray it on. It will need some rubbing in, but it's just an easier application than using it as the lotion. But this is, I mean, I think it's great. One of the other things is that it says SPF 30 on this one, but because of that non-nano zinc oxide, that's the broad spectrum, 30 SPF, but it actually protects better than that. I remember them talking about that when we first were released the sunscreen. But anyway, so if you need like a 45 or a 70 or something like that, this is actually pretty equivalent from what they say. So there's the spray, and then we have the lotion. This is meant for face and body. Um, the spray is hard you have to put it on your hands and rub it on your face. You can use the spray for that as well, but this lotion is just like a lotion, right? So you just put it on your hands, rub it where you need it. Which is great. The other thing that I love about all of these products is they smell amazing. I love the way that they smell. Usually sunscreen smells nasty, or it smells like sunscreen. This stuff, it smells great in my opinion. I love it. This one was gone for a while. Just got it back, and this is usually the one to sell out first. You can use this on your face and your body. It's a sunscreen stick. So if you don't want to get things all over your hand, especially when you have little kids, and it's just really hard to pin them down and get the lotion and the spray all over them, this is what you want. You want this stick that you can just rub it right on their face. You can put it on their arms, on their back. You just have to be a little careful, because if you don't, you can rub it in a little bit, but if you're not paying attention, you can miss a little strip. So for little kids, it's great because they don't have that much coverage, right? Like they don't have much body for it to cover. So you just rub it right on there and it's good to go. This has the SPF 40, so it's a little bit higher than the other ones. But it is, I don't know, it's beyond. It is great. And I've also seen people use this as an under makeup, every day, it brightens it a little bit. So yeah, the face and body sunscreen stick is amazing, and it's one of our favorites. And then this was released a little bit later than the rest of them. This is the mineral sunscreen and daily moisturizer. So this is meant for more so that under makeup, using every single day. Just a little bit goes a long way. But what I love about all of these, but especially this one, is that it does not feel thick and cakey like a lot of sunscreens out there do. It is moisturizing as well. A lot of the things that you'll find out there from different companies that have like an under makeup sunscreen. It's more like an SPF 10 or 15. This is a 30. So especially for those that want to make sure that you're not getting sun on your face. It's got no white cast on it, so it's not going to leave that film or that like brightness, as we say, because it needs to be absorbed into your skin. This is a moisturizing sunscreen, so it's got that moisturizing lotion type thing in there as well. So yeah, this is great for an everyday use underneath makeup or as an everyday moisturizer and sunscreen. This one is also amazing. This is probably some of the best feeling lip balm that I've ever had. Super moisturizing, super soothing. It's really, really tiny. It's an SPF 20, but especially if you're going to be out at the beach all day, if you're going to be at the lake, or if you're going hiking. And I know some of us are very susceptible to sun sores on our lips if we don't protect it from the sun. And so this is a great lip balm that you can have that's also a sunscreen as well. So those are the sunscreen or the sun care items. But what happens if you forget? Or what happens if you forget to apply? I have to tell you, this right here is beyond the best thing that doTERRA has ever created when it comes to skincare. Because I will go in and I'll find and I'll show you pictures of, a couple years ago at our leadership retreat in Florida. It was cold out here in Michigan. I hadn't seen the sun in a long time. And I decided to go lay out by the pool. It was only going to be for a few minutes. We were only going to be out there for like 10, 15 minutes just to swim around and just kind of lay out and relax a little bit. It turned into a couple of hours. Did I put any sunscreen on? No, because it was only going to be a few minutes. I got fried. When I tell you I look like a lobster. And I've got, pretty like olive skin. Like I can usually, but not when it's the first time being out there after winter. I have to tell you, I wasn't angry about the sun because it felt good to be outside with all that vitamin D and it felt good to be outside. But I was hurting. It was really hot to the touch. It was very, very interesting. But I had this stuff with me. And I applied this, as often as I could. And the next day, like within a couple of days later, I took another picture and it had calmed everything down. It calms it down while you're in that burn mode, but then even like it helps your body rejuvenate, it helps restore and bring your skin, but like it helps, it just helps. It was so good to have during that. It's got the hyaluronic acid. I didn't know this Japanese green tea. This one is a fine mist, so you can, if you don't want to rub it in, you can just spray and like lay is pretty much what I did. I sprayed it and then I just laid down for a bit because it just needed to absorb into the skin. It's got copaiba, lavender, peppermint, helichrysum, and frankincense, which are all amazing for the skin. Lavender because it's very calming and soothing. Peppermint because it's cooling. I'm telling you, this is just the best thing out there. The other thing that's really good about this, you can use this every day. There was a lady that was at that leadership retreat that was very bold because they said you could use this every day and it's great for your skin. She was bold and did it only on half of her face for 6 months to see what the difference would be. And to tell you the difference of like the lifting and brightening and tightening of the skin around on the other side that it didn't, like it was amazing the difference to see. So using this on areas like under your arms, around your legs, to kind of help get rid of those bumpy areas on your skin, or if you need a little bit tightening, this is also a great item for that as well. So that, my friends, is our doTERRA Sunline. While we sit here and chat for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Oh, it looks like we had a comment here. Forget all the, yes, yes, yes. Kimberly says, I forget all the time because I'm Black and most of us aren't educated about the fact that melanin-rich skin and sun protection. Yes, this is good for everybody. The other thing I've noticed about the restorative body mist, the after sun restorative body mist, is it's moisturizing too. It is amazingly moisturizing. It's super helpful to like, we get that kind of like flaky or ashy type skin. Super helpful for that as well. So I absolutely love, love, love. So, let's see. I cannot minimize. Let's go ahead and pull up. I'm going to find this picture for you. I've had it for a long time. I should have it saved in a place that's like amazing, but anyways, actually, I'm going to pause the recording. Okay. I found the pictures and we're going to go ahead and share it with you. On the right is me being fried. Isn't that great?
Can't
Me
see.
being fried.
Oh,
And then on
mercy.
the left was literally 3 days later. Crazy, right?
Hey,
Crazy.
did you peel?
I flaked. So I did not like deep, deep peel, like how it like
Yeah,
reveals like harsh skin underneath. No, I did not.
that's
I
awesome.
just, yeah, it was great. It's just like that little flaky that comes off the top, like the clear, but it
Yeah,
didn't go super, super deep. No, this really was super helpful. You can even see it in my cheek on that first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Like it was so, so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. So, anyways, this I tell you is my favorite out of all of the doTERRA sunline. So, anyways, that is all that we have to say about that. So go get your stuff now. doTERRA has um they have these items they say for limited time. Because once a year is when people usually will really buy them. And so instead of buying them for year round, they'll just buy it for this part of the year. And then once they're gone, they'll be gone until next year when it comes around again. So if you know the items that you like or you love, go ahead and get them now because once they're gone, they'll be gone until next year. So that's it. I hope you guys all have a Do you have a question, Mom?
I do. Um, does the stuff expire? Because I have it, but I don't use them like I probably should.
Right.
So, do they
They
expire?
do
Do I
have an
need to replace them?
expiration date on it. It just means that you can still use it. It just you might need to reapply more often as opposed to what you would normally do with a brand new one. So
Okay,
it's still good, but I would reapply more often. Or if you
okay,
find that you're not getting the
done.
result that you would like, then go
Just
ahead
check
and
it.
just chuck it and get new. So just kind of use your best judgment there. Good question.
Okay,
So anyways, that's all we have for today. Go ahead and watch all the replays on all the other ones or on the YouTube channel that I have under the Wellness Education playlist. And I hope you guys all have a fabulous day.